A lot of you ladies ask me how it is that I get gifts on the second date, and it's very simple. First of all, you must enjoy the first date. You have to determine whether or not you want to go on the second date with them. When they ask you for a second date, a lot of guys will try to close it on the first one if they're smart. And you can do this. This is how I do it. I've had so much fun with you. This was really great. Thank you for treating me. It was very sweet. I love this restaurant. And I will go on a second date with you. However, I do expect a gift.
This woman is just horrible. And this is a really important topic that we need to talk about, because I initially thought that she was just trolling when I watched this the first time, but I've gone and watched a bunch of her other videos, and she's essentially made her entire personality about being super entitled and insufferable. In this video, I'm going to share with you how to spot this toxic behavior, what to do about it, and even if she succeeds, why the joke is ultimately on her. So first of all, why does this work? It works because she's taking advantage of men's natural instinct to want to take care of women and be generous with them. Most men have this instinct, and this is a beautiful quality that many men share. But unfortunately, in this case, this woman is just trying to exploit that to her own advantage. Now, I'm not saying not to do nice things for women. You can absolutely do that. Now, caveat, be careful not to overly invest into a new girl before you're in a relationship with her. But by all means, as you're getting to know someone, and especially after you've gotten into a relationship with a girl, do nice things for her. Do nice things for a woman who is worthy of that. But do not go out of your way for women that you don't know yet, like in this situation as it's being described, because you are likely to run into women like this one who will just try to take advantage of you. And when you do nice things for a woman, you want to do it on your terms, not because she's ordering you to do it and expects it. Let's listen a little bit more.
I want to see how creative you get. I want to see you work for it. So you can get me anything you want. I don't care what it is. Well, I do, because I'm going to judge. You need to impress me. But you can't get me flowers, because I already get flowers for myself, and I also don't want you taking on the responsibility of getting the right flowers because I have a cat. So let's see how you do. And I'll kind of lean back and I'll take a look at them and I'll be like, and they're like, they'll usually ask, okay, what type of gift? And I'll be like, I don't know, I'd go home if you didn't go big, so. You want my attention, don't you?
I'd go home if you don't go big. Okay, this is about one of the most annoying and toxic women I've seen on the internet recently. And, if a girl starts talking to you like this, you want to just get out of the situation as quickly as possible. Can you imagine being in a relationship with this girl with her nonstop demands, never feeling satisfied, never appreciating you? And you know what? Some guys do this and they sign themselves up for a life of misery. So today I want to help prepare you for this situation so you don't accidentally end up with someone like this. If I were just to look at this girl's picture and I didn't know anything about her and I was just judging her based on her appearance alone, I would give her like a 6.5, 7 in terms of looks. Okay, she's cute, she's above average, she would be worth talking to, and if she had a great personality, she might be a nice person to date. But once she opens her mouth and she starts talking like this and she starts creating these hoops that men need to jump through, you need to deduct a lot of points, and she needs to move way down your rating scale. And the reason you need to do this is because she's not here because she wants a man, because she wants connection, because she wants love and companionship, because she wants to grow and build something together with you. She doesn't even think about it like that at all. She looks at you like a wallet with a pulse, and you're just there because of what you can do for her. She doesn't even care about the man, only what he can do for her. Let's take a step back and review how attraction works for women in the first place. If a girl that you meet is making a lot of demands of you right at the beginning, it means that she either doesn't respect you or just isn't very attracted to you, or both. So she's issuing a test to see how strong or weak you are. She's creating this frame. The frame is, you need to buy me a gift. And if you fall into that frame, you lose because you're weak. And it shows that you can be easily manipulated. Here's the irony. If you were to give in to these demands, she would lose even more respect for you and be even less attracted to you, because you would show you weren't willing to stand up and say, I'm a man of high value and I don't need to jump through all these hoops in order to show that to you. She's even less likely to have sex with you, and if she does, it's likely to be part of a deeper manipulation tactic to get even more out of you. Remember, guys, it must be the woman who pursues a relationship with you, can never be the other way around. She has to chase you. This is the only way that it works. And guys, this is not a men versus women competition or dominance thing. I'm talking about biology and how women experience attraction towards men. If you chase her in the courtship process, she is less likely to feel attracted to you and less likely to fall in love with you. She must chase you in order to have those feelings towards you. Okay, going back to this example, if you fall into her frame and you start buying her gifts in order to have the privilege of going out on a second date with her, you're falling into her frame and you're showing her that you're weak. You're showing that you lack options, and so you're trying to impress her because you don't have a lot of other options. You see, a man who has a lot of options and has a lot of abundance with women wouldn't feel the need to go dramatically out of his way in order to impress this girl, because there'll be many others with a more balanced mindset and a better personality who will be available to him as well. At any point in the courtship, if a woman senses that you're a bit desperate or that you lack options, this is extremely unattractive to her. Women want to be with a man who has options and who they have to win over, because that shows that he's of higher status than her, and that's what women want when they're in the dating market. This is also why I can guarantee you that this girl has sex with different men who do none of these things. It's so important that you understand this concept. And if you're currently in a situation like this, where you're doing a lot of things in order to try to impress a girl and you're not in a relationship with her, I know this may hurt, but you need to understand there's a super likely chance that she's banging some other guy who is doing none of those things. I know it might sound cold, but this is the reality of how women think and how they experience life and dating. This is why you want to be that guy. You want to be the guy who's hooking up with her and not the one who's jumping through hoops trying to impress her. But you know what? No matter how good you get with women, there are going to be some women with whom it is just not worth the time and effort and energy, even if they're hot. And here's where it comes full circle. I can assure you that there is a guy out there that can get this girl to submit and get her into bed and doesn't need to do any of the crazy stuff that she talks about on her Instagram page. Reason for this is that when a highly desirable man comes into a woman's field, she cannot afford to miss out on the opportunity of being with him, because he could walk out of her life forever and she may never have that chance again. Ultimately, this is why the joke is on her. She's been with highly attractive men, I can assure you, right? But those men do not want to commit to her because she has a shit attitude. Nobody wants to be married to a girl like this. It would be terrible. And I imagine she's had a number of these experiences. This is not a girl who has been in a number of long-term, fulfilling, loving relationships. This is a girl who looks at men in a transactional way, and she just thinks about what can they do for her. And that could be because she was rejected by some men that she may have really liked to be with. And this is like the next best thing for her. So instead of actually being, trying to become attractive enough that she could get with the type of men that she might really like to be with, instead she preys on men who are a little bit weaker. And these guys, they could be good looking. They might have a lot going on for them, but they don't have a strong masculine core. And so they're vulnerable to falling into this girl's frame, and they go chasing around and buying her things. And it never leads anywhere, because a woman is not going to respect a man who is that enamored with her that he's just simping on her the way that she's asking guys to do. And that's why ultimately you don't need to let this bother you, okay? You don't need to get mad at it. I wouldn't like to be at a dinner party with this girl because I'm sure she's really annoying to listen to, but you don't need to be upset. But what you do need to do as men, the women like this can only exist because of the weakness of men. If men were to collectively get stronger and have some self-respect and not put themselves in this position, then women like this couldn't exist. They couldn't behave like this. So guys, my message to you is simple. Respect yourself, hold yourself in high regard, know that ultimately you are valuable. And when you're meeting women, you want to be with a girl who's genuinely excited and has true desire for you just because of you. Because she really likes you and she wants to get to know you. And it's not about getting her a gift. It's not about jumping through these hoops. And if she tries to do these things, just walk away from the situation. Just tell her, hey, thanks, cool. Great to meet you and best of luck. And you'll save your energy for someone who's really worth it. And this girl and girls like her are not worth it. All right, guys, I hope that helped. Let me know what you thought of this format. If you like this type of video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, please. And if this could help somebody else, go ahead and send that to them. If you have a question, you can book a private consultation with me. The link for that is in the description below. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.